but hopefully this will work out. Couple weeks ago, last time we played, I believe we had left off. We were about to go back into the hollows. You said, taken care of Weatherstone. You're returning to the hollows.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, we stole a bunch of stuff, including a crown and a scepter, got some money, and we destroyed a witch woman by burning a painting, which in turn killed the undead king there. Is that correct?
That is correct. Now...
Yeah, are you all caught up, Red?
Yep.
How you doing?
I'm okay. It may be too soon to tell, but I'm here. I'm just looking at this character I made 2 weeks ago and trying to remember literally anything about them.
It was a random roll, so...
Yeah. Now... Probably move you over to the Hollows map.
If you need help, let me know.
Alright. Now, it was just the three of you, I believe, returning into the Hollows. Is that correct?
Yeah, we met to meet to Red's new character.
Yes. So, everybody is entering into the Hollows. I will, turn it over to the four of you to let you, do your thing. It is, let me double check it. Could be morning time.
Well, if we're picking up exactly where we left off, I think we're all exhausted, half-starving, and need a break.
Yes.
I mean, not starving. None of us are starving.
I'm starving, so I'm gonna go buy a bunch of rations, if that's okay.
By which I mean hungry is a condition, and none of us have it.
Yeah, I know, but we were getting close to that again.
Right. Sorry, it's the declarative statements between RP terms and mechanics terms, and I'm just trying to stay course corrected.
I would like to go to wherever they sell rations and buy up a D12 worth of them, because I'm sick and tired of starving myself to death half the time. Not in mechanic terms, but in just thematically.
You have 0 rations, right?
I have 0 rations right now.
So getting you up to D12 would cost 4 silvers.
I have plenty of silver for that.
Okay, just putting out there.
How much would it cost to go from D8 to D12?
2 silver.
Okay. So it's basically 1 silver per dice size?
Yeah, it's a silver per ration, and each ration increases your dice size. And water's free, so fill up.
Fill that up as well.
So when you begin, I think during character creation, the thing that I was having trouble finding was where your food, water, begins at. D8s? Is D8s right?
I think it's D6s typically, but they're also different careers give you different things. Hold on, I've got the PDF open for... See if
what
the random creation didn't tell you.
What's your character? What's your class and everything?
I'm a dwarf peddler.
So that would be under peddler.
I'm the same kind of peddler as our other peddler, who I believe is Ark's character, right?
Yeah, and I'm the
I
same as our other
believe you should start off with a D8 in food and a D8 in water.
Okay, groovy. Because I have that down here, so that's good. Cool. I'm trying to think. The other question I had was money, because I don't have any money. Where do I find my money?
That is also... Let me see. You should get a D12 silver.
Yeah, number 13 on the random character creation step is start the game with silver and resource dice according to your profession.
So I guess roll a d12, or...
Yep. Here you go, 7 silver.
You're the richest man of all. Or woman, I don't know if you're a female dwarf.
Well, I mean, I think they both have the ability to pull shit out of their bag. So...
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. If you're talking, Red, can't hear you.
Right, push to talk. Okay, try that again. I've got a scale that's worth 3 silver, and I've got a spyglass that's worth 3 gold. I could be so money right now. Maybe I'll hold on to the spyglass, but I'm going to sell the scale because I'm getting ready for my life of adventure. So I'm taking 10 silver.
Well, I mean, they have resale. What was the resale thing again?
50%.
50%. Hold on a sec here. I can't remember what money is on the sheet. How much is the scale worth, you said?
3 silver. So I'll take 1 silver.
Tell you what, I'll give you 2 silver for that scale.
Oh shit, you're going to buy my scale? What are you going to do with my scale?
What does it matter to you?
Is this how we get introduced to your character?
A fine. Fine deal struck.
What was the weight of a scale?
The weight,
The weight on your
lucky
shoulders.
for you.
Negligible.
It's N. What is that, normal?
Normal.
I need to get rid of something.
What do you have? I'll take it off your hands.
I need my tent, I need my bow, I need my quiver. You know... Hold on a second, let me just... see if I get rid of this if the weight changes. No. God damn it, I am too heavy.
Do you have the pack rat talent?
No. I'm at 10.5 encumbrance out of 10 carry, so that's why I'm looking to see what I can drop here.
Well, while you look for something to drop, I introduced myself to the merchant that you just bought the scales from.
All right. As that merchant, I will doff my hat. I'm a ginger dwarf, probably short of stature, with a wide grin, who introduces himself as Cavalier Trollforge, at your service. By the looks of you, you seem to be adventurers, folk who get out and see the world. I've been meaning to stretch my legs as well. You wouldn't happen to have any prospects currently, would you?
What gave the adventuring away, as I point to the fact that we're all bruised and bloodied and probably have, like 3 days worth of mud on our shoes and everything?
Well, this one smells of foul blood, and I will point to Kadek.
Oh, to be fair, he smells like that all the time.
Well, I must say your entire affect is quite invigorating. I am done with this town. The people here are xenophobic, small-minded miscreants with no eye for value.
You went to the tavern where they don't like the dwarves, did you?
I've been kicked out of nicer places than that shithole.
Yeah, it's kind of rough around here. Although apparently there is other things we can do. There's some sort of issue going on in there.
Stick around for a little while and see. Perhaps his fortunes might turn if he's in proximity to all of you. So, what is it that you're here to do?
That's actually a good question because I don't know for sure either.
Well, two of us actually are damaged mentally, so that we need rest time.
Yeah, I'm the only one that apparently is sane enough to speak to.
Oh, great.
Well,
okay.
actually, I had a plan to fix this. DM Dan.
Yes.
Is there a druid in town I could learn from?
A druid? Yes, there is.
Do they know level 2 healing?
That you'll have to give me a quick second.
Is that how druids call it? Level 1, level 2, everything?
Well, that's how it is mechanically. And since
I
there's
know.
an out-of-character conversation, this isn't like Harmon Quest where I turn around and the GM is actually standing behind us narrating what we're doing.
I know. I'm just
If there
messing
was
with
Just
it.
like the 80s cartoon.
Yeah.
I need the red dress on.
I mean, if we were ever to get this animated or anything, I would love to have it, like, animate Dan standing behind everyone. Well, he tells you, and then have the character to tell you things. And
I think what I'll do for Halloween this year, I'll dress up as that dungeon master. I have the head for it.
You can be taught by the druid. She does know level 2 healing magic.
okay, then I'll give her a silver to teach me. And that takes me a quarter of the day, at which point I can then cast spells on myself. And since I don't have it already on my thing, there's a level 2 one to cure critical wounds. And these damage to our psyche are the result of critical horror wounds, which are critical wounds.
Yep.
Hold on. The healing path is the hardest one to find in the book because I can only find it by typing in healing, and there are so many healing things. Mend wounds, which is a rank 2. So I'm just gonna cast one of the spells I already have on here just to get the die roll out of the way.
Okay.
So that, and I guess since I'm gonna use 2, I'll just up the base by 1, using 2 willpower for that. Okay, and a mishap. By the way,
God.
Red, you weren't here. Last mishap I had as I punched myself in the nuts. I was healing somebody's wounds and just got a force blow to the nuts.
Damn.
So let's see, magic mishap.
Magic's messy, man.
1 point of strength damage. Alright.
Right, in this universe, you gotta wear a athletic cup if you want to go around casting healing magic.
Well, I mean, it literally could have killed me. I could have snapped my own neck. But that was the random location also was groin, so...
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, I
Oh,
could have
yeah.
healed myself. Well, I've got lucky, which means I can roll criticals twice and take the lower result. So yeah, that should cure my... Which one's longer? Anxiousness.
Okay.
Let me mark off those 2 willpower. Oh, I'm not going to be able to cure everything. Because I only have 3 left. Well, I mean, I'm gonna make another roll to get rid of my other thing, and then I'll figure out what to do about Big B after that, because I only have one left, and requires 2 willpower to re-roll. Okay.
There you go.
Well, that overpowers, but I don't need an overpower. So, that's fine. That gives rid of my nightmares.
There you go.
Only everything was that easy to fix in real life.
Yeah, if only magic was real. But unfortunately, again, that only leaves me with 1 willpower left, and I need 2 willpower to cure Big B's alcoholism. Also, let me mark down that's costing me 6 experience to learn.
Meanwhile, Bigby, would you like a drink?
Oh, yes, please.
Otherwise, he takes damage.
I'm sorry, your name really is Big B, huh?
Yes.
Big Bad Wolf?
Oh, is that the reference?
That's the only reference
No.
I know. I don't know what his actual thing is.
No. Big B was one of the original magicians in D&D. He was one of Gygax's friends who did
Oh yeah.
it's like Big B's magic hand and Big B's
Did all the hand spells.
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Interposing hand.
In Fables, it's the name, the human name of the Big Bad Wolf. So,
Gotcha.
Big B Wolf.
I mean, that's a better name than Otto.
Otto. I like Otto. There's some really dumb names in there.
Well, Otto's a good real life name, but for like a original character for D&D, kind of pales compared to Tensor and Big B and
Wasn't it
Vecna.
Otto Lukes? Is it like
I thought it
Otto
was just.
Lukes?
I just thought it was Otto. I didn't know there was like more to it.
Or maybe they're different characters. You're thinking of Otto's Irresistible Dance, but I've also heard Otto Luke's something, so maybe I assumed that was just them truncating it.
Autolutes. I remember those spells. Oh, revised. I think it was 2nd edition AD&D. I'm dating myself again. But all right. Let me see. Everybody has bought everything they needed.
Well, there's one
Well-
more thing. But you go ahead, Red. You got more stuff to do.
I'm sorry, yeah. I guess if I've determined, well, actually maybe this can wait. I do have lots of money and I have no armor, and I'm going to try to keep this character alive for a little bit. But if we're dealing with stuff in the town, I probably won't need armor per se in this moment. So what do you think on
Go
that?
ahead. Just go ahead and outfit yourself now, so it's taken care of.
Okie dokie.
Would you like some daggers? I have extra daggers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take a dagger or two.
I will give you 2 exactly.
Dang. All right then. Let me remember how to fill this out on my sheet.
And I say to you, consider it a gift if you're going to be traveling with us. We're going to need all the help we can get.
Grip a dagger in each meaty fist and do a little like stabby motion in the air, and he's like, "Yes, these will do nicely."
Hopefully they do better than the other person who had them.
Are these Klingerton's daggers?
Actually, I think they are.
Well, we know the one person's they can't be. We need to
Yeah,
throw
that's
a magnet with a rope to try and get his stuff back.
Yeah, poor Domdeus.
I was gonna ask, is there anybody in town to learn Fearless from?
Fearless. Let me check one person who may. That is a negative.
Madrigal has Fearless.
I do.
Don't you have a thing to teach people, or am I thinking back to your Torchbearer character?
I think you're thinking about Torchbearer, because I don't know of anything where I can teach
Is there
people.
is there a way for PCs to teach other PCs their skills?
While we think about that, See, I got 10 XP. I can basically do a bunch of things with that. I guess we'll do that another day, maybe. Because I haven't really thought about what we need.
Did you ever take cooking?
I do have cooking, so...
Just
Well, I have
double-checking.
chef. I have chef, so... I guess that's the cooking.
It says, if instructed by a teacher with the talent, no role is needed.
Well,
Maybe-
I am not seeing anything where it says that players can't teach each other.
Is there anything in the DM book? They know what to call their DMG.
On that note, there is not.
I mean, if you'll allow it, I will be more than happy to try and steal you a little bit, but
Don't you
I
steal
am
from me?
seeing
not
nothing
literally.
in the GM's book about players not being allowed to teach each other. So I will say it's allowed.
Oh, well, here you go, Metrigal. Here's a silver.
Oh, thank you.
Teach me the ways of fearlessness.
Well, that's simple. Stop being a pussy.
And thus it was learned.
No, in all seriousness, you're still thinking about the fact that a painting made you afraid. Is that correct?
The painting... Painting
But
didn't
oh,
make me
excuse
afraid.
me, just a
Literally,
moment.
it made me anxious. And I had nightmares.
Even worse. All right, all right. You know what the trick is of being fearless? It's realizing you have nothing to lose.
Also, I feel the irony here. Of learning fearless from you who ran from a small child.
That wasn't being afraid, that was being practical. Turned out we were wrong in that situation.
Who? No, we? No,
Yes.
we. You're the only one that ran.
Well, I was the smart one, still running away.
From the child, who's actually here in town.
Yes, it's fine now, but at the moment, you never know. It's all about being smart, not being correct. There's a difference.
Sorry about that. Had to go cough.
That's
it's
all right.
fine. I'm coughing all the time. That's why you're supposed to talk.
Yeah, regretfully, if I start coughing, it could turn into a few minutes.
That's fine. I go red face on screen all the time.
I
not
have
that
studded leather armor now.
not that rank 1 fearless helps me at all. I don't have any insight.
Well, now the next step is to build your insight.
No, my next step is to get the next rank of fearless.
Oh.
That leaves me with 1 XP. Because if I could, shift it away from empathy, I could... Or, I mean, if I could shift the damage from wits to empathy, that would, basically double my hit point total towards horror damage.
That's pretty good. Especially if we keep going after undead.
I mean, we really don't know. Obviously,
Right.
this time, we're obviously going against undead, but I have a spell for that now.
Well, that's good too.
Was everybody all outfitted up, healed up?
I am, yes.
It's morning,
so.
so I guess I'm gonna eat for the day. So I'm good on eating and drinking for today.
If anybody else was going to eat and drink in the morning,
I'm gonna drink.
We might as well, since we're here.
So how much does booze cost for the day?
Look at me go. It's a good omen.
right?
much is booze for the day?
Booze?
Yes, alcohol. Since Big B has the trembles in the drinkings.
Depends on what you're drinking, wine or ale. If you're drinking wine, it is 4 copper per chalice. If you're going with ale, it is 2 copper for flagon.
How much for a skin of wine? Or let's make it ale.
Of wine, I would say a silver.
All right.
How many days you have left on your alcoholism?
Let me check. How many days has it been since I got it?
1.
Yeah, 1 day.
All right. So I'll take off 1 day, and I have 6 left.
Great.
Okay.
I forgot there's things that defined lengths of time.
Yeah, I mean, yours is easy, though. You just have to drink and you're fine.
Yeah, just don't forget about the drinking. In the town, I believe last time you were there, you had Caddock had done a little action. You can
Yes.
still see the burnt down wharf. It looks like they're doing a little bit of work on that. You
We'll
can
catch that
also
fiend.
you can also get this the tension in the air in the village can be cut with a knife. You can see there's nobody smiling. People aren't talking very much.
Oh, were you eating
It-
this morning, Bigby?
Yeah.
I didn't see the roll. There we go.
Unless you're gonna eat at the tavern.
Save some money today.
Why
And
not?
you
You're supposed
had
to be in the tavern right now?
Oh, I am, but I'm
Yeah,
still
you're
gonna
supposed to be
save some.
performing.
Yeah, I'm going to, but it seems like nobody gives a damn because everybody looks all somber today.
You know, I feel like a real bard would say that this is your opportunity to lift spirits.
Yeah, I could
You're
try.
a real 9 to 5 bard, aren't you?
I am. I have a shift, you know. But I can try and lift up spirits if people are really looking that somber. Can I just do a performance on them?
yes, you can.
Just to roll it because it's my best skill. One success. Not horrible.
Okay.
Big B hoisted dram of spirits or whiskey. Damn it, I fucked up the joke.
I'm assuming
So,
that I'm assuming even with that though, like the tension is still in the air.
Yeah, some of the people you're inside the tavern you said playing, they seem to be a bit chipper. They don't seem like they're very talkative yet, though. They're just kind of, just getting little chipper in spirits right now.
Alright.
Anybody who is outside, you can actually see Rust Brother Sturkis up by Miss Palmore's house. They're having some conversation. Seems like it's a little heated.
Remind me what we knew about this Rust brother, besides the fact he had some issue with Klingenden.
Rust Brothers, he was rather hard-nosed. You do know that the Rust Brothers are almost the level of like a Inquisitor. They can be rather hard, extreme, and it looks like he's wagging a finger in her direction as well. And I believe you had also heard something about the old temple up on the hill.
Yes.
Yes, you're in the tavern, you played some music, the people picked up their spirits a little bit. Anyone doing anything else in particular?
Would you say that Rust Brothers were people that made for good customers, or not? Were they people that you would probably just want to avoid at all cost?
Not necessarily avoid them at all cost. As for doing business with them, they are known to be very straight-laced. If they owe a debt, they pay it. If they are owed a debt, they collect it. Good, bad, and in between.
Alright, well, for the sake of giving Cathalier a personality trait of any kind, I'll say he's inquisitive. Is it possible I could maybe eavesdrop a little bit on this conversation between Miss Palmer and the Rust brother?
You would have to get a bit closer. Are you trying to be sneaky about it, or just kind of walking by and listening?
No, I don't think sneaky is really my forte, so I'll just sidle up. This is happening at the tavern?
This is actually happening up by her residence. You're looking at
Okay.
the map I'm pinging.
I'm having a lot of windows open.
What they are discussing is he is apparently still looking into the arson at the wharf. All the docks got burnt up, as well as those warehouse buildings. He is not outright accusing her, but he is saying that everybody in town that he is speaking to says that the two of you have had issues. Everybody knows that you want him out of town, and I'm pretty sure that you had something to do with it, and I will find out. It seems like the conversation goes on a little bit longer, and then Mrs. Palmer looks like she gets upset and storms into her home and slams the door. Rust brother starts heading off, going along the side of the river. Disappears into some houses.
Okay. I see no opportunity for profit here, so,
I hope your character just starts operating off of the rules of acquisition.
Exactly. 467th rule of acquisition: always investigate burnt down warehouses.
War is good for profits. Peace is good for profits.
You know what? I'll see if I can't maybe intercept the Rust brother, and inquire about this, the warehouse burnings, if perhaps there's some sort of reward for finding the culprit?
You do manage to interrupt the Rust brother. He looks at you, dour look on his face. Well, there's not much of a reward, there's not much by way of money. You would have my gratitude, however, and that can go a long way. Any information that you might have, that would be appreciated. You're new here in town, aren't you?
I just looking to be, where the hammer strikes, opportunity and all that.
As long as you don't go getting yourself into trouble, I guess it's okay if you stick around.
All right, I'll take that hint. But I don't know if I'm necessarily just interested in this guy's gratitude. So he'll, tip the hat and say, well, if I hear or see anything, I'll be sure to report it directly to you, sir, brother. And I will take my leave.
Okay. What is everyone else doing?
Well,
Caddick's obviously learning.
Yeah,
Well,
learning and healing.
after the tavern, is it possible to after between singing and everything, between breaks, can I actually talk to people, see what is going on that's making everybody so
Yeah.
depressed or whatever?
Well, apparently what has happened the other day, somebody lit fire to the new wharfs that the dwarvish innkeeper Yawim was trying to get set up for business.
It is, so they're all worried about that still.
Yes, and Yawim and Mrs. Palmer have been having a lot of issues, and it's starting to divide the town right down the middle. Mrs. Palmer's side, they want the village to remain quiet. They don't want outsiders in. Yawim and his people, however, see the end of the Blood Mist as an opportunity to start commerce and making money again. And the Rust brother, he just wants to find out who's responsible so he can put a head on a pike.
Is there anybody who is trying to be a voice of neutrality?
At this point in time, there is not.
Interesting. Well, to the patron who I'm speaking to, or whoever I overhear it, I say, well, if it helps any, I've seen a lot worse feuds going on in other towns and villages. It'll pass, just give it time, and I'm sure the culprit will be found.
Well, we hope so, but the Yawim and Mrs. Palmer were really going at it last night. They may come to blows soon, I don't know. Starting to look a little ugly.
Well, let me ask this. What happens if they come to blows? Then we have somebody who will lead the town?
It could also lead to riot. What happens if the Rust brother decides he needs to get the peace in the town, and all of a sudden he brings in more of his buddies? And then we have a whole bunch of Rust brothers here.
I didn't think of that. You have a good point. Perhaps maybe there's a way to pacify them both.
That would be a wonderful thing.
Poison.
I wasn't thinking. Well, no, you're not there. Perhaps it would be a wonderful thing, but what could pacify them both? What do they both want?
That's the problem. They both want different things. One wants a popular town with people showing up, selling goods, and the other side wants quiet, peace, and no outsiders.
Well, what if they can get a popular town that sells good that's also quiet and peaceful?
Oh, that would be something they'd have to work on, I think.
I think there's a possibility there. Hey, Bigby, are you okay? I'm assuming I see Bigby at the bar.
He's there talking about his troubles to somebody at the bar who's not listening and holding his drink with a shaky hand. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh, my little, my young little friend. I think we should try and do something together. Want to come with me?
Okay. He hurries up the drink, puts the empty vessel down, and approaches.
I think we're going to take a visit to the dwarf.
All right.
Because I don't know where Kadok is at the moment, but I'm sure he will not mind. Unless if we find Kadok and he wants to join us. Yes, I realize that too. I guess we're gonna go to Yonwin's tavern. Is Yonwin there?
All right. Are either of you a dwarf?
No.
Nope.
That's
Wait,
okay.
hold on. Time out. I thought Ark was a dwarf.
Was. No longer.
What happened?
I became a halfling.
Oh, okay. So 2 halflings then. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yes.
you
Oh.
remember he died, and then you both randomly rolled the same character?
We did both randomly roll the same character to the point where I thought he was also a dwarf. But I guess I misheard that part. Anyway, continue, please.
Okay. Yeah, you cross over the bridge to the southern side of town. You can see the Three Skulls Mill, the brewery, and then the tavern. The tavern itself outside has 3 small casks hanging from chains, and a sign in the middle of them that says, "Welcome to the Three Skulls. Dwarves and other beard gobs don't bother."
Oh God.
Into the tavern. It's still early in the day. There's a few people there eating some food. Not too busy. You see Yaman behind the bar. Once again, strangest thing in the world. Dwarf with a shaved head and shaved beard, no facial hair whatsoever. He seems to be in a rather sullen mood. Greetings. You can seat wherever you like.
Yes, my dear Yaman. It is good to see you.
He welcomes you in. Motions you. Sit wherever you like. I'll bring over some beer. You want the good stuff?
Would you like?
Please.
Well, there's your answer.
Puts down a flag and an ale. You can tell just by looking at the head on this beer that it is much nicer than the stuff across town at the other tavern.
He knows his brewing.
Yes. There, that's the best in town. Trust me, it's my own. Takes a little bit of pride in his work.
Bigby tips his hat. Thank you kindly.
I actually came in to speak with you specifically, Yanwin.
Oh, well, what can I do for you?
Well, I wanted to know if there was a way to... I wanted to know if there was a way to maybe solve the current kerfuffle going on in the village. That you can think of. Is there anything that you, need or want? that could maybe stop the elder. What is her name? Pomeroy or whatever? I forget her name.
Pollmor, I think it is.
Pomelar. Is there anything that you could stop you and Pomelar from feuding so heatedly?
Lets out a long sigh. Well, I think it's past talk. I know that she had something to do with my wharf getting burnt. Russ brother, he's looking into it. We're gonna figure this stuff out. And once I get some evidence that it's her, there's gonna be a new village elder, I think.
That seems fair. But is there a way to help you with this any further?
Absolutely. If you could figure out or find some evidence pointing towards her, showing that she's the one responsible, that would solve the problem completely. We could just go to the Rust brother and he would take care of that lickety split.
Well, that's good to know. I will actually see if I can do investigating. Maybe help you out with that.
Seems very thankful for you. Actually, he says, if you're going to do that for me, your beer's on the house.
Oh, I appreciate that, but that's unnecessary.
He goes about his business, starts wiping down the bar, goes into the back to check on some food for one of the other customers. You stick around for a while, just have some food.
I'm gonna stick with Bigby, and I actually whisper to him, "What do you think? Should we help out Yanwin here?"
Yeah, I think so. And of course, he's motivated by beer in the house.
And I say to him, "You do realize you know who burned it down, right?"
To make it easy to deflect, then shouldn't it?
Well, we're gonna have to find them. What? By the way, what do you think of that other peddler that we were with? Should we let them in on this too? Might be good for a business venture.
Perhaps.
Out of character. We know who burned it down?
Yeah, it was Theta.
Oh.
Of course it was.
And in character, they know it too, because I told them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's nice. At least there's some trust being built there. I assume.
I was waiting for somebody to wait for Theta to like jump in on something on that, but
Okay, do which one? What's that? I mean, I didn't do it for no reason.
that's true. I will be looking for you though after we finish our little meal and discussion in the Three Skulls to talk to you though, Kadek.
Yeah, I assume I've taken 2/4 of the day learning stuff, and I'm assuming that the actual healing spells that I cast don't actually take all that long, so I'm assuming half the day I'm being spent teaching or getting taught.
Yeah. And we can actually have a little jump ahead in time and say that it is probably approaching evening by now. I'm starting to set. You can also see the undead starting to wander around the village as they normally do.
You know, I've been in this town maybe 3, 4 days, 5 days, however long. That still unsettles me.
Yeah, could drive a fellow to drink.
We really need to get you to stop drinking so much.
And anybody doing anything in particular?
Well, I'm gonna basically look for Kadek. And I'm also gonna look for what is it, Thalagir or Kalthagir?
Cavalier. Oh no, now you got me.
Fuck.
It'll stick. Just takes time and
If
patience.
you go down to the bottom right-hand corner of your Roll20 page
Cavalier.
and make your chat as your character, it'll probably help us because it'll pop up every time you roll your dice and whatnot.
I could do that.
Well, it was better than me calling you Kathy, so...
Here you go.
It's probably gonna be Kath. Kath will work.
You don't.
Kath is
I heard
fine.
you like trolls in your forge, so I put a troll in your forge.
Now you can
So you
troll
can forge while you
forge.
troll.
Here's a question: is the forge made of trolls, or is it for trolls only?
I feel like the relationship between dwarves and trolls probably fairly contentious, but who knows? Maybe his great ancestor killed a troll and used his forge.
And wasn't a troll slayer.
Maybe, but maybe he was more of a smith. So, like, if you call yourself Troll Slayer, people come to you wanting you to slay trolls, and you just want to sell them some nice tongs.
So I'm just thinking back to Warhammer War now.
Yeah.
You work your way up the status of Slayer by with the biggest thing that you've killed. So Troll Slayer is
Banana Slayer.
Banana Slayer. This morning I slew a salad.
I killed Caesar.
There you go.
There
Add
you
two per
go.
die.
And scene.
So, anybody going to be doing anything?
Well, I go to Kadek and I say, "Hi, Kadek. How are you?"
What do you want?
You know, and I whisper, "What was the deal with the burning of the docks again? Why'd you do
I
that?"
got paid to do it.
What if I could get you to confess that you did it, and
Why would I do that?
that way we could solve the dispute and become leaders of this town?
You know, it's more likely is that they're going to keep hiring us to do things against one another, and we're just going to make a lot more money if we don't do anything.
Yeah, but at the same time, do we really want to kill all these people and add them to the graveyard?
I mean, if they pay me to.
I kind of look at you like that. Then, well, I hope you have a suggestion then.
For what?
What-
Again, I just told you my suggestion is that we let this ride out and see how many times they're willing to hire us to do things to one another.
Well, I was just hired to try and find out who burned the docks. Do you have a
How much are
suggestion?
you getting paid?
Free meals.
So, coppers a day, then.
That's a start.
I got paid a gold to burn the thing down, and you're getting paid coppers a day to find me.
Are you trying to point out the weird economics of this entire thing? 'Cause,
I'm just pointing out that apparently I'm getting paid more to do less. Which seems to be what you should be aiming for.
Well, you could say you got paid more for the risk.
Right, but I'm just saying I did less. He's trying to find a person who he just happenstance knows who it is. If he wants to milk this, he has to not find me for a very long time to equal the amount of money I got paid.
Look, do you trust me?
Well, I told you that I did it, so...
Then I would suggest we might actually consider maybe going on an adventure. And then come back and
We
see
literally
what-
did. I remember I set the thing on fire and then said, hey, come on, guys, we're going on an adventure.
No. I mean, we do another one. Isn't there like another place we can go to that you picked up?
Away from here?
Yes.
Yeah, there's that place far to the west. God, I'm about to say east again.
We can do that. I suggest maybe we should consider going out into the field for a few days, see what we can find, come back. And I'm sure things
From
will-
memory, that would be at least... Sorry, I'm not trying to look at the world map. I'm actually trying to do this from memory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 days. 6 days round trip. Off the top of my head,
That's
possibly
perfectly.
more.
That's perfectly reasonable. 2 weeks out of town, it's a good chance that things will start to
And
come
I'll give you
to a head then.
real quick on the areas you had found.
I'm talking about the one near the mountain ridge to the west.
Yeah, Vale of the Dead. That was the one that was named, and you do know the location of it. The other one that was in that journal that is now at the bottom of quicksand, you have a general idea on where there was something else that was marked on the map, but there was no other information.
Yeah, I'm talking about the one that we know specifically where it's at.
Yeah, that is Vale of the Dead.
And like I said, just playing it from memory, what I can remember of the map. I remember I did like a measurement before that it was almost as distant as the place we kept going to. I just can't remember what the features of the land were like, if it was forest or not.
It is actually, you'd have to cross the river. It is then, let me see, looking like actually normal terrain, no difficult terrain there. Until you actually start moving into the foothills at that hex.
Right, which would mean that we would be able to do 4 a day.
That is correct, and that would look like if everything goes uneventful, you would get to the just in front of it in 1 day.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to go on an adventure, I'm keen to go on an adventure.
I think we should, and then come back, and I'm sure things will come to a head where we'll be needed again. It's better than sitting around doing nothing.
Alright, we'll gather everyone up. I'll meet
What do
you
you
at the front gate.
What do you think about bringing that tag along that we found?
I don't care.
Okay. I'm sure he'll fit right in.
Sure.
I'll go find him then.
Hello, Dub Days, where are you?
Go ahead and move these over then, if these are going to be taken off.
And I find Kath, and I say to him, "My friend, you still looking for somewhere to go?"
Yes, my good dear Madrigal. I'm itching to stretch these legs. Where is it that you are headed?
What was it called? Vale of the Dead?
Yes.
The Vale of the Dead.
Ha! Ho! Charming! Well, and you say that you've recovered many riches on similar travels, have you?
Well, who's carrying the crown and the scepter?
I'm carrying
I
the
have a
crown.
scepter.
Well, Bigby has the scepter.
Oh, wait, technically, he's not carrying the scepter. Mechanically.
Who has it on their person?
There you
I guess
go.
would be the question.
Yeah.
Well, Bigby, do you have the scepter on with you?
Don't want to touch it.
Yes, I wouldn't touch this either, and we just like flash it to Kath. Which
Kath does not pick up at all that you guys think this thing is cursed somehow, but is very impressed. His eyes go wide.
I mean, I know it is.
But yes, there is a good chance that we will run into more riches, and if not, probably painful death. But you know, things happen.
Well, after the stew at the available lodgings here, painful death sounds like it would be a refreshing change of pace. When do we set out?
How does tomorrow morning sound?
I shall meet thee at the gate.
And I guess we're going to leave tomorrow morning then?
Okay, sounds good. Do we want to roll for it in the morning? And for it, I guess I mean we're rolling for food and drink before we set out.
I was confused. Like, roll for what?
I mean, we could, or we could just, buy it. Which I was thinking about just buying it and saving it just in case.
Right. I guess that makes sense before we go out, since we're in civilization.
It's like, what, silver for, like, food?
Silver for a ration.
Yes, silver for a ration. Hold on a second. What were you looking for? Just a hearty meal is 1 silver.
Yeah, I'll take a big
What's
pancake.
normal? What's normal slop?
A bowl of stew is 3 copper.
I go stew.
Oh yeah, I'm doing that too.
You know what? I'll actually do the stew too. Really, I would love to eat my pancakes, but that'll just slow me down this morning.
Alright, and the bowl of stew covers daily need of food, but not water.
Yeah, but water's free here, so